you today? So nice to see you. So good to be here. So happy about it. I have been busy doing things, changing the world. How's it going? If you're there, say hi, because otherwise I don't know you're there. So hi. I'm gonna wait a minute until I get into my little ranty tear. Oh, good. Dogs are barking. Someone's at the door. I'm trying to be live. I got a sick kid downstairs. I hope they don't wake her up. Hey, Stacy, how are you? It's nice to see you. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna have to hold on a minute. Hey, Dakota, come here. Come on. This is an awesome way to start my Facebook Live, just for the record. Sick kid, dog barking, hallelujah. I just had a dog throw up on my feet. Jim's like, we need to vacuum. I was like, I don't think vacuuming is going to help the vomit, but that's okay. Anyway, happy day. It's Friday. So I'm really excited because I have been up to all these amazing shenanigans online. And I saw this and I posted it on my Facebook page. Hi Sarah, how are you, my love? So I wanted to talk a little bit about not being someone's cup of tea, because clearly a lot of times I'm not somebody's cup of tea. And I was at dinner last night for a birthday party for my friend Stacy. Shout out to Stacy, who does birthdays well. Let me just be really super clear about that. And someone said to me, I don't remember what I said, but I said something like, who the fuck cares? Just be whoever or whatever. And she said, you know what I love about Missy? One of my friends said, you know what I love about Missy? She just says it like it is. My favorite thing about her is she just tells it like it is, and that's her thing. And I said, well, yeah, life's too short. Like, if, it's just my opinion. Hey, Shelly, how are you? So I said something to the effect of, I don't remember what I was talking about, but she was like, I just really appreciate that Missy's always like, this is just how I feel, and this is my opinion. And so you can have it, take it or leave it. And so I was thinking a lot about that. And then this week, I keep getting this message over and over again. So one of the things have gotten really good at moving through is trying to be the person that I think everybody else wants me to be, and just doing me. Because the reason everybody's watching my Facebook Lives, and the reason people are reading my blog, and the reason people are hiring me to coach them, and the reason people are asking me to do workshops is because, well, quite frankly, I just do me. So I had this thing got posted by my Lux ATL, who I want to pretend she's my friend because she's the coolest person I know. But she's the coolest, seriously, the coolest person I know. But we're not really like real life friends. We're just Facebook friends, which is how I meet some of the greatest people ever. But she posted this picture that says, stop fucking worrying about your goddamn public image and get real about the work you should be doing. And the you is like huge, right? So this is what it is. Stop fucking worrying about your goddamn public image and get real about the work you should be doing. And I was like, this is awesome. I've heard this message has come across in several different ways, which means it's the universe talking to me, and God and the divine goddess talking to me, not people talking to me. So could you just cooperate, people, dogs? I swear to God. So here I am thinking, okay, I'm just going to do me, and I struggle with this a lot. And I think a lot of us do. Like, we get into these situations where we're like, well, I'm going to start my own business, or I am working in this industry I've worked in for years, or whatever, but we're afraid to do us. Like, we're afraid to just be fully, authentically, 100%ly us. But what I have found is when I'm fully, 100%ly me, like, people are gravitated towards me. And they want to hang out with me, and they think I'm super awesome. And they're like, yeah, Missy Bird, she's amazing, which always just totally trips me out, because I'm like, I know I'm awesome, but I didn't know I was that awesome. And so I it just makes me really excited to think, okay, so if I stay tapped into my passion and I stay tapped into what really lights me on fire, it makes me super excited, which is working with women to help them tap into their passion and figure out what lights them on fire. And then I'm creating this amazing kick-ass ripple effect that means that other women are going to go out and change the world. And so I'm really super excited about that. And that makes me really excited and happy. So I came up and created this really amazing online handbook that's free for my new subscribers. If they follow me and subscribe to my list on Facebook, they get this free online handbook called Five Can't Miss Steps to Finding Your Voice. And let me just tell you all, I'm really super excited about it, because every time I've sent it to someone, and of course I've sent it to people and been like, oh, well, I'm not really sure about it, because I know when I write, like, I get really excited about my writing and I'm really happy about my writing, but I don't know if other people are excited about my writing and really excited about it. And so I sent it to people. And my favorite, though, was my friend Melanie. Melanie's like, because she made fun of me because I have the big font on my phone. And she said to me, she's like, is the writing supposed to be this big? Like, is the font supposed to be this big? Because if it is, then that's great. But if it's not, is it because you're blind? And I was like, yeah, the old ladies need to be able to see it too. So there it is. Just wait till you're in your 40s, people. I'm telling you, your eyes go. But yes, it is meant to be that big because it's awesome. But the five can't miss steps to finding your voice. Hey, Sonia, is for my new subscribers, but I'm also going to, because I have my magical, amazing list of humans that also already follow me. They're getting, Shelly, wait till 56. That's not all that goes. Listen, I know, although I am loving being older, it makes me so happy. I would not go back to any other previous decade in my life ever, because I love being in my 40s. But that's another story. That's another Facebook Live. So I am going, for all of my people who are already on my email list, I'm also going to be sending you the 5 can't miss steps to finding your voice. And I'm hoping that it becomes one of those really amazing, useful tools for people to use in not just engaging in advocacy in their communities, but also just in their own lives and figuring out sort of where they want to go next and what they want to do. So I'm kind of excited about that, because the bottom line at the end of the day is I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I don't want to be around those people, because I really want to be somebody's really expensive whiskey. And that was sort of the memes I was using all week this week. And I just really am finally, like, in the last couple of weeks going, what's so wrong with just being me and being super, I mean, I know I walk around saying I'm unapologetic about stuff, because let's be real, I mostly am. But sometimes don't you get that, like, voice inside of your head that's like, well, I don't really think you should be doing that. I'm not really sure that's the best idea that you've ever had. But if it's one of those ideas, I'm wearing my Notorious RBG shirt, by the way. If it's one of those ideas that's like super, super making you feel all gushy and yummy inside, then you totally should do that thing. But if it's one of those ideas, so then you could say to that naysaying voice in your head, like, listen, girl, I understand you're a little bit scared about us taking this risk, but guess what? It's going to be better for us in the long run, because if we're tapped into our passion and we're tapped into what lights us on fire, I'm sorry, I have this sick dog. If we're tapped into our passion and we're excited about what is lighting us on fire, then even the naysayer voice that's in our head that's like, oh, girl, that's not the best idea you've ever had. I'm just not sure. Hey, Liz, I'm just not sure if that's a good idea. Then we can be like, listen, I'm in my passion and I'm in my fire. And right here, I feel so gushy, good, amazing. I'm going to go out and do the thing. I'm going to go out and do the thing. And I think if the more of us do that, the more of us, the ripple effect's going to come out. And I know for a lot of you that are on my Facebook Lives and that are part of my, my circle, I love the smiley face with the hearts, Liz. Like, for those of you who have become part of my village, like, I really feel like I'm watching you all, like, seriously think about, okay, so what's totally, was totally doing it for me this week, and what do I want to change in my life, and how do I go about doing that? And I think if we really stay in this amazing space of just this space of faith and joy and allowing and believing and just really not giving up. Like, for a lot of people in my community, in particular in Corvallis, I have my Don't Give Up signs, and they look like this. And I was on the news about it. And if we really stay in this space about not giving up and really pursuing the things that we are really, really, truly excited about. Hold on a moment. I have disciplined dogs again. Hey, no, knock it off. Don't eat the carpet. See, this is what I'm dealing with today, you guys. I just read a blog post I wrote about how my imperfect activist was like, Regina Garapi! I haven't seen you in 1,000 years. I'm so happy Regina's on my Facebook Live right now. I wrote a blog about being an imperfect activist and how terrified I was that my Facebook Live wasn't perfect. And now I'm like, I've got the dogs eating the carpet. Well, oh my God, you guys, this is ridiculous. Regina Garapi. So, y'all, this is why I'm so excited about Regina. Regina was like one of the very first coaches I ever hired in my entire life. And Regina was all about the passion, Regina and Christina. And they did this whole thing called the Good Girl Boot Camp. Hey, Marianne. And they did this thing called the Good Girl Boot Camp. And it was one of the best things ever that I have ever done. And it was all about figuring out your good girl and your wise woman and all this magical stuff, which is actually tools that I still use every single day in my life, which is why I was so excited when I figured out these 5 ways to really tap into your passion, to find your voice, and how to tap in your jam. Oh my God, Regina, I love you so much too. I'm telling you, it was the best, most amazing coaching experience that I had. The perfect thing ever for a first coaching experience, to be in this little circle of women. And Regina and Christina just did amazing stuff. But to be in that circle for my very first coaching experience and talk about my good girl, oh my God, it was just genius. So it's awesome. So they gave me all these tools that have led to this space where then I get to work with Susan Hyatt, who's my other coach, who I love more than anything. And Susan led me into this way deeper space where I really was allowed to figure out what I'm passionate about and to tap into what brings me pleasure, because that's my word of the year is pleasure. And so I was really excited when I came up with the 5 can't miss steps to finding your voice, because I think they're going to lead a lot of people to that space where they're really excited about finding their passion and tapping into their jam and doing all those things. So I'm really, really excited that I now have this free workbook that people are going to get from signing up for my list, but also that I'm going to give to the people who are already on my list. I get to give it to them today as their gift. And so I'm really excited about that. Hey, Marianne. And so I have been really grappling with sort of taking on what I have been hearing from the universe, which is just do you, Dr. Melissa Bird, PhD. There's only one of you. Thank God. Can you imagine if there was more than one of me? And how to just do me in a way that is going to bring more people into my world. And so I've been trying to do those things. So I have created, and I just, with Jessica Williams from the Superwoman Society, we're going to be doing oh, hey, Shelly. Thanks for connecting me to someone named Kelly Harrison. They're talking about me. Isn't that nice? So for those of you that are in Seattle, I'm going to be working with Jessica, my friend Jessica, and the Superwoman Society, and I'm doing a Fanning the Flames workshop in Seattle on September 25th. And I'm also doing that with my other friend, Jennifer Skinner, who's also in Seattle, and she has a podcast called Electorette. So one of the things that I'm doing is that Fanning the Flames workshop, and I'm really excited about it. But for those of you who are in the Portland area or who want to come to Portland, I'm also, if you want to come to Seattle, you can come to Seattle and see me in Seattle. But I'm also doing, in Portland on July 27th, I'm doing the Do More dinner with Danielle, my friend Danielle Savory. And it's a dinner where 25 women can come together. And Danielle's going to talk about mindfulness and passion. And I'm going to talk about how you can engage in advocacy by by really sort of putting all your fears of being imperfect to the side and just embracing your imperfection so that you can make a difference in your community. So I'm taking all of these ideas that I've had about making a difference in your community and taking them to the community. So we're doing that dinner on July 27th, and it's going to be amazing. So if any of you are looking for an excuse to come to Portland, you should come, because it's going to be awesome. And I'm putting that up on my website this weekend or next week. So I'm really excited about that, because the thought of having a really yummy dinner with Danielle and then talking about passion and pleasure and mindfulness and activism all in the same thing is kind of really does it for me. So I'm really excited about that. And then I'm really excited that that I have been coaching the most amazing women, and they just keep coming to me. And so I'm really excited because I am learning so much from my coaching clients. And my favorite thing is going back and reading what they've written about what it's like to work with me. So I just went through this process of reading all the testimonials of what people have experienced when they work with me. And it's all about fun and passion. And even though it was really hard, it was really awesome all at the same time. So I was really excited about that because I'm taking coaching clients. So if any of you want to coach, let me know, because it's awesome. And then, so I am doing more of being someone's really expensive whiskey and just doing me. And I don't know if any of you have ever had that experience where you were like, well, I'm going to be someone else to see if they like it. I think we do this, especially when we're trying to get jobs, where we're like, well, I'll just act like I think they want me to act, and then maybe they will like me, but then we don't get what we want. And that's because we're not being authentically us. So anyway, I challenge you all to do that this week. I challenge you all to sort of shake up what you've normally done. And if you are seeking something big and magic and amazing and wonderful and you're not getting it, then go after the thing that's big and magical and amazing and wonderful, and do it by doing the exact opposite of what you think you should be doing. And I am adding some magical new things to my Patreon page. I've decided to start doing, Liz, to your point, my friend Liz Irish was like, when are you going to start telling us about what you're reading? And so I'm going to start sharing with my Patreon folks what I'm reading, but I'm also going to start, for those of you who are subscribed to my email list and who are part of the Bird Girl Industries community online, I'm going to be start sharing some of the books that I'm reading and the things that are sort of lighting me up on fire. I know I posted last week that I finished reading Shrill. Was it last week? It might have been last week or the week before that I finished reading Shrill, which, y'all, if you haven't read Shrill, it's like one of the greatest things Lindy West has ever produced. She's so good. And the way she tackles fat shaming just brings so much joy and love to my heart, and I'm just really a big fan of it. So read Shrill if you haven't read it. And I think that's kind of all I'm ranty about today. I'm just going to keep doing me, because my favorite part about being at dinner last night with all my friends was they were like, you know what, miss? What we love about you is that you're just you, and you're unapologetically you. Yes, Liz Irish, we're going to do a book club, and we're going to do it live and in person, because I don't want to do a virtual book club, because I like actually talking to human beings face to face or on the phone, which I really love. So I think Liz, we're going to do a book club. It's going to happen. And I'm going to keep making good recommendations. So there it is. And I mean, that's really all I have for today is just, and I'm going to actually pull this picture back up. For those of you that missed it in the very beginning, I was talking about how my girl Lux ATL, who's just a fucking badass. She is amazing. But she was like, here it is. Stop fucking worrying about your goddamn public image and get real about the work you should be doing. And I'm really, really invested in doing that this next week. So I'll let you know how it goes, because it's good. It's going to be really, really good. So I love you all. Thanks for being here. If you enjoy my Facebook Lives, click on over to my website at birdgirlindustries.com, where you're going to find badass inspiration, blog posts, online advocacy programs. I've got my workshops up there. I'm going to add my 2 new events that are coming up. And also, don't forget, you can join me for one-on-one coaching. And if you want to do that, just send me an email at melissa@birdgirlindustries.com, because it's super, super awesome to coach with me. And I promise it will be the most fun ride ever. I love y'all. I think you're great. Thanks for being here and thanks for being my friends. Talk to you soon. Bye.